Well, Paul, I know it sounds silly to complain about today's weather, but Alan and I were commenting how dry the air feels.
Yeah, it's definitely that offshore wind. If it's not having a direct impact on temperatures, it's at least lowering relative humidity levels. So if you're not picking up your feet as you walk on any carpeted surface, you're going to get a shock when you touch something metal. We're not going to see much fog overnight, partly because that air is so dry and partly because the front that moved through on Sunday really stirred the atmosphere around and helped to minimize the influence of the marine layer for at least a couple of days. Warmer temperatures across the board on Wednesday. The warmth is going to continue inland as we head into Thursday and Friday, but cooler temperatures are going to kick back in near the water. Today's high temperatures managed to reach up to above average pretty much across the board, except right along the coast. 62 degrees in San Francisco is 58 degrees at Half Moon Bay, but farther inland, 72 San Jose, close to 80 degrees in Concord, and just above 80 degrees in Santa Rosa, where the temperature is now back down to 76 degrees. It's 82 degrees in Fairfield. Temperatures all over the place. We've got 55 degrees at Half Moon Bay, still 60s around the bay, 65 degrees at SFO, while downtown the temperature is in the upper 50s. But farther inland, still 82 degrees right now in Fairfield. Very warm, and we're going to see a lot more 80s on the map by this time tomorrow. Low temperatures tonight dropping down to the 40s. This is a normal-looking temperature map for this time of year. Almost everybody's low temperatures in the 40s, except on the east side of the Diablo Range, you might stay just above 50 degrees. High temperatures tomorrow, though, are going to depend on how the wind behaves. We start off with nearly calm winds, and it's going to be more or less an offshore wind for the first half of the day. It's going to be very light, so that means it doesn't completely push the marine influence all the way out over the Pacific and away from the coast, but it helps to reduce that marine influence. So temperatures around the bay and along the coast are going to warm up nicely for the first half of the day. Watch what happens as we head into the afternoon. The onshore breeze kicks back in, so temperatures are going to drop off. Near the water, while farther inland, it's not going to matter a whole lot. Temperatures are still going to be off to the races with most inland portions of the Bay Area reaching up into the 80s. Let's take a look at some hour-by-hour temperatures, and you can see the influence that wind direction and wind speed has. Temperatures in the city warming up to close to 70 degrees by early afternoon, but as the wind speeds pick up, that's when the temperatures drop off quickly. And by this time tomorrow, we're going to be back down into the upper 50s, so enjoy that warm weather while it's here. Farther inland, Santa Rosa's temperature starting off cool, but warming up by leaps and bounds the first half of the day. And then that onshore wind, as it kicks in, it's not going to be able to push that cooler air that far inland, so temperatures are still going to reach up into the low 80s for highs. Even warmer for Concord. High temperatures up into the mid-80s. It's not record-setting, but it's definitely above average. A good 12 degrees above normal for the Tri-Valley on Wednesday afternoon. San Jose reaching up to right around 80 degrees. A little better chance of some of that cooler air making its way in as the wind turns to the north-northwest, bringing some of the bay air down into the Santa Clara Valley, so temperatures dropping down to the mid-70s by this time tomorrow. Other high temperatures, the usual spread that we see across the Bay Area, about 25 degrees from the cool spots to the warm locations, but it's going to be near or even above average temperatures along the coast and around the bay, but temperatures farther inland reaching well into the 80s. The warmest spots on the map are even going to reach up into the mid to upper 80s by tomorrow afternoon. Inland temperatures don't drop a whole lot, just a little bit for Thursday and Friday, and then we stay steady through the weekend, but more of a drop kicking in around the bay and along the coast for Thursday as that onshore breeze kind of reasserts itself. Some more cloud cover on Friday, but the weekend, first weekend in May, is looking pretty nice with near average temperatures, just a little bit cooler along the coast. Another little warm up kicks in to start off the first full week of May on Monday. We'll have a look at the pollen count as we head towards the weekend coming up at 6 o'clock.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.